Welcome to the Bandano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today, folks. I cooked up a doozy for you. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Sophie Cunningham goes in the post-game press conference and confirms what we've all known all along. This locker room is split, and she uses the term different islands going on in this locker room. It turns out that Christy Sides and all of those toilet paper mummy activities, all those scavenger hunt activities, the wiffle ball coming back from the Olympic break, it turned out that those stupid games actually played a big part along with Erica Wheeler's veteran leadership, keeping this locker room, keeping this team together. We got no Erica Wheeler. We got no Christy Sides, the chaperone. We got none of that. And Sophie Cunningham confirms what we've all known all along. Before we get into that, salute to Ack Nation. He made a video yesterday talking about the Natasha Howard play, where Natasha Howard decides that she'd rather rub up on Ezi Magnabor's leg. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that was Nneka Ogwumike, excuse me. She checks out Nneka. Oh, Nneka, are you okay? Are you okay, sweetie pie? Are you doing okay? Much more care, much more concern, much more worry than anytime Caitlin Clark's been knocked to the ground, anytime Aaliyah Boston's been punked, anytime Lexi Hull's been beat up, Sophie Cunningham's been beat up. More concern about somebody on the other team than from her own team. Very interesting, Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard, she couldn't walk away. She couldn't find it in her to walk away. In fact, Gabby Williams said, Natasha, you know this isn't your team, right? She gives her a little touch. She's like, get out of here. Get out of here. So salute to Ack Nation for bringing that to everybody's attention. I know we saw that live, but I didn't see any videos about that. And that piggies back and goes into what we are going to be talking about today. Sophie Cunningham, in the post-game interview, speaks on this team and the islands within the locker room. Let's take a listen right here.
How do you bond and stay together during this rough patch?
Yeah, I think so far this season we've had a lot of distractions, you can call it, some injuries. Don't know who's playing. And so there's just a lot of distractions, but I think that's really good for us. Let's go through the adversity early. Let's learn from it. Good news is we're not going to peak too early. So, I mean, that's a positive. But I think it's not an excuse. Everyone's playing a back-to-back. Everyone has this kind of rough schedule. For us, we get another opportunity tomorrow, and we got to capitalize on it. Dallas is a team that's hungry for a win. And we talk about this. We are circled on everybody's schedule. No one likes us, right? So everyone in our locker room, that's the only type of people that we have that we can lean on, and we got to be better in that area. We have got to stay disciplined. We have to stay focused. We need to get consistent, and we got to lean on each other. And I think that we've kind of wavered a little bit on that. We have our own islands, but as one of the leaders on the team, I got to do a better job of grouping people, right? In the fourth. It's going to kill us, right? Like they scored 35 points, I think you guys said. That just cannot happen. Can't happen. Or if they do, then we need to be scoring 35, 36, 37 points. So we just got to be better from top to bottom. But the schedule thing,
everybody's on their own little island. We're going to get back to that real quick. Listen to what Stephanie White said in the offseason. One of her thousands of interviews that I called out. Stop doing interviews. I want some wins. One of her 1,000 million interviews during her press run in the offseason. Let's listen to this.
But surrounding Caitlin and Aaliyah and Kelsey with the right people is more important. But the number one thing that each one of those players said when we got the job and we started free agency was take care of our locker room.
Woo! And you did a shit. You did a shit job at that. What did Sophie Cunningham say again?
Right? So everyone in our locker room, that's the only type of people that we have that we can lean on, and we got to be better in that area. We have got to stay disciplined. We have to stay focused. We need to get consistent, and we got to lean on each other. And I think that we've kind of wavered a little bit on that. We have our own islands, but
we got to get better at that. We waver at that. We need to get consistent. We have our own little islands in the locker room. So you know what I did, folks? Do you know what I took the liberty of doing for you fine people? Take a look at this roster. Take a look at this roster. So what I decided to do, I decided to assign each player, each group on their own individual island. What are these islands going on in this locker room, right? What are the islands going on in the locker room? So the first island, we have Tres Leches Island. Tres Leches Island. We got Lexi, we got Sophie, and we have Caitlin Clark, the president of Tres Leches Island. These three are on the same page. These three are on the same page. Caitlin Clark, the leader. Lexi Hall following suit. Sophie Cunningham, yeah, she wants to get her little model snapshots in here and there, but she actually wants to win. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe she understands the task at hand. She understands what's been asked of her coming to the Indiana Fever. That's island number one. Island number two, we have the Rock and the Hard Place Island. Rock and the Hard Place Island. They know what it takes to win. They played with Caitlin Clark last year. They know how good she is. They were around the good vibes of last year, how tight that locker room was last year. But now, with a couple of additions, Natasha Howard, when DeWanna Bonner was here, Sydney Colson, now they catch themselves in the middle of this weird locker room race war, and they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They don't know which way to go. They want to lean towards Caitlin because that's where their heart is. But in the back of their mind, their conscience is like, but what about the race war? But what about the race war? But what? And then they start drifting this way. And then Caitlin's like, come on, guys, let's win. Oh, okay, back this way. So we have the Rock and Hard Place Island. The third island we have is the Social Justice Warrior Island. Yeah, that's right. Brianna Turner on an island all by herself. All by herself, reading her protest books, reading her activism books, getting ready for the next tweet that's get heard around the world. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that all these people are okay with this. You know what I'm saying. We have Social Justice Warrior Island. And then Damaris Dantas is on an island as well. I just want to play ball island. Damaris Dantas is on I just want to play ball island. Look, all these politics you guys got, I just want to play ball. That's all I want to do. So whatever you ladies have going on in between, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know about it. I got my headphones on. I'm getting ready for the game. Just leave me alone. I'm on I just want to play ball island. Sydney Colson, it was tough to play Sydney Colson. But I think she's been so good this year. She's earned the right to be separate from Natasha Howard, and she gets her own island called Class Clown Island. Class Clown Island. Sydney Colson is on Class Clown Island. She's the jokester. She got Stephanie White and Aaliyah Boston doing some dumbass TikTok dance. Okay, we got Class Clown. Nothing's wrong with the Class Clown. Nothing's wrong with the Class Clown, but that's just the island that she's on. She's showing up to work with the glasses and the nose and the mustache. She's doing all that stuff. Salute to you, Sydney Colson. Salute to you. Then we have Timpson's Cute Island. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I just see them together far too. We have Timpson's Cute Island. Natasha Howard, she's all by herself on Timpson's Cute Island. And then Michaela Timpson is on Natasha Keeps Hitting on Me Island. Michaela Timpson's on, hey, Natasha keeps hitting on, Coach, Natasha keeps hitting on me. That's the island that Michaela Timpson, and she's a rookie. She's coming in fresh. Natasha, hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. And then this is all ran by the ringleader, Cross Arms McGee. That's right, Cross Arms McGee. Stephanie White, her arms are either crossed here or they're crossed behind her back here. I rarely see it in the pocket. Sometimes she'll go to the chin, but she's really just Cross Arms McGraw. This team is many different islands going on in this locker room. Many different islands going on in this locker room. And last year, it seemed like everybody was on one single island. And then occasionally, Christy Sides will visit. She'll give some marching orders. She'll give some laws. She'll talk directly to Caitlin. All right, this is what, and then she goes away. But not this year. This year, we are just full of adversity, full of divisiveness, full of disruption in the locker room with this Indiana Fever team. And Sophie Cunningham confirms that. What happened to protecting the locker room? What happened to surrounding this team with the right people? Stephanie White failed. Amber Cox failed, and Kelly Kroskoff failed at doing the bare minimum. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.